Hi guys, welcome to my second video where we're looking at congruent triangles. In my previous video, we looked at CPCTC, and what that means is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. And it simply means if you give me a congruency statement like this one, this is what we call a congruency statement. This one here, right there. If you give me a congruency statement, you're telling me a lot. I just have to look at what angles are corresponding. That means they are the same. What sides are corresponding? That means they are congruent too. So that is what CPCTC means. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So we're going to use that a lot today to work out a few problems. So let's look at this problem right here. So they're giving us two triangles, right? And they want us to get the missing values. This is my congruency statement. Let me write here angles. So the first letter here, 1, is congruent to the first letter here, 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. This is the first letter. These are two triangles. The first, second to second. So angle T is equal to angle F. Why? Well, because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. And then angle W is equal to angle N. So just by looking at this, they're asking me, what is the measure of angle W? I know the measure of angle W from my statement has to be equal to the measure of N. So do we have N? There we go. We have N. So N here and W have to be the same. So meaning if N is 82, W has to be 82 degrees. What about B? What is the measure of angle B? Angle B has to be equal to angle S, right? Do we have S? Yes, we do have S. Okay. So I have my S right there, and this has to be B. So meaning B is 67. So I have a 67 there, right? I have an 82. What is the missing angle to make 180? If you remember triangle properties, the sum of angles in a triangle has to give you 180. So F, the measure of angle F, let me call it Y. So Y plus 82 plus 67 has to give me 180. So this would give me a 31, right? So the remaining angle here to make 180 degrees is 31, and this is my angle F. But remember, my angle F is equal to angle T. So if this is 31, that means this is 31, and that means this is also 82. So those are corresponding angles. Now let's look at the corresponding sides. N. You know how they got BN? That means BN is equal, they got the first third, here get the first third. SW. BN will be equal to SW. Do we know SW? It's 9. So meaning that is also 9, right? Okay. What about TW? To get TW, they got the second third. TW is equal to FN. Do we know FN? We do. It's 14. So and it's 14. What about BF? To get BF, they combine the first and second. So it's equal to the first and second there, which is ST. Do we know S? Yes, we do. So that means that is 17. Why? Because these are corresponding parts. And we just found out that corresponding parts of a congruent triangle have to be equal or congruent. Let's look at another example. So again, they're giving us these two triangles. They give us a congruency statement. Learn how to interpret a congruency statement. And they want us to find the value of X, Y, and Z, right? So we are using corresponding sides. RS. RS. What is R equal to? R. So for me to get RS, I got the third, second. So meaning it's equal to WV. So, but we know RS is 5Y minus 33, which is equal to WV 57. So I'll add 33 both sides of the equation. By now, we should know how to solve single-step equations. And this would give me a 90. Y will equal to 18. So the value of Y is 18. What about X? Where is my X? X UV, right? Okay, so I'll go to UV is equal to, UV is first second. So TS is equal to TS is equal to 53. 7 both sides of the equation. You'll get 12. X is equal to 60. So X is 5. So we know X, we know Y. What about Z? Where is Z? Z is right here. It's UW. UW is first third. So it's equal to TR. Why? Because corresponding parts of a congruent triangle are congruent. So 3z plus 14 is equal to TR, which is 15. You'll get 3z being equal to 36. You'll get z being equal to 12, right? So guys, I know by now we should know how to solve single-step equations, but please feel free to pause the video and try out those steps and see if you get the answer. Other than that, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.